Okay, doing a little audio check. The Lions have the ball first in Detroit wearing their alternate black uniforms looking sick as fuck. Also need to post this. Okay, sorry. Made the post. Let me audio check. Steelers have the ball first. Damn, I'm missing some shit. All right. Steelers have the ball. I think the Bills either just got a turnover or that was a quick 3-and-out. Najee Harris for 1 yard. Yo, what up, Tom? Do you want me to call you Tomb to keep like some of your person? You know what I mean? Or Tom, which one? Also, appreciate you following me. I noticed that. Hold on, let me mute the music. I noticed you had followed after I had left Cell's stream earlier, so I genuinely appreciate that. I'm just doing a little NFL watch along right now. Normally, they're much better. All right, Steelers, hold on. Damn, good tackling. But about a month ago, my computer's motherboard got fried. So I've been without a computer for a while, and I'm using my family's my family had a oldish, like a 5-6 year computer that no one was using. So I scooped that and I'm trying it out. I hope the audio levels are good. This is truly my first time streaming from this particular computer setup. Audio. Oh, Russell Wilson going deep. Damn, that's where us missing George Pickens is huge, dude. God. Yo, what up, Clipper? Sorry I don't have the cool little custom entrances going. How are the audio levels as of right now? Actually, I'm going to turn the music up a little bit more. Well, I had a chance to make fantasy playoffs with a win today, but I'm facing okay, first off, so my fantasy league, this was actually the first week of playoffs. It's a 12-team league, so I guess it depends on how many people are in the league, right? But I'm facing Advantage Adams, Devontae Adams. Yeah, okay, dude, Clipper, I appreciate it. How is everything? It's probably gonna be a little, my camera a little framier. Spirit fingers. But so far it's holding up. I mean, I have the Steelers game up on it. I basically have 4 windows plus OBS and the webcam. All right, the Bills are on a 2nd and 5 at the Lions 30. Eagles are on their own 31st and 10. We'll focus on the Bills for now for the most part, but I'm a Steelers fan. Speaking of fantasy teams, Tom, my Josh Allen is my bread and butter. Speaking of him, oh, that could have been flagged. He was, dude. If anyone was watching the Kansas City Cleveland game at the end, Dorian Thompson, what's his name? DTR Robinson, the backup for, well, I guess the 3rd string for the Browns, throws a deep ball to Jerry Jeudy, and he is just getting spider monkeyed, and nothing is called. Nothing's called. What up, Zach? How's it been? Um, at one point, I'm gonna pull up my fantasy team because it's close. And again, it's the first week of the playoffs. All right, the Bills are in a 3rd and 5. Apparently, the Eagles gained a shit ton of. Oh wow, one completion, 22 yards, Jalen Hurts, and then AJ Brown. Come on, D, we got this. The Eagles, I think, are coming off of a bye, which isn't ideal for us. Buffalo called a timeout to talk over this 3rd and 5. It is a big early third down. You hate to say the cliche, oh, this is a big. Oh my God, the Eagles are just moving at will right now. Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith on a little drag route. Everything gets vacated. His fast ass on a little drag. You're a Vikings fan? Dude, what a division. Y'all's division this year is like the AFC North last year, except like a little better. Let's go TJ. Because, like last year, oh my God, what a throw by Josh Allen. I think he took a hit, though. 3rd and 5, he rolls out to the right. And again, this is such a modern day play. Like for decades, you tell your quarterback not to throw back across the field, right? Not to throw against the grain. 1st and goal from the Bills. But that's almost it's its own play now, where you almost have like and Mahomes and Kelsey have popularized it for sure, but it existed well before that. Is that a catch from seeing? Yes, it is. Where like your quarterback rolls out and he just waits for that person to just slip away as the coverage comes this way. And honestly, it's a play that we all used on Madden, right? Going back to Michael Vick days, if you had a fast quarterback in Madden, that it was always so devastating. Just roll out, wait for the person you're playing against to switch to that like linebacker, and once they start running down, you have that dump off. Now that is an encouraged and a built-in play. All right, 3rd and 7. Come on, D. TJ, pocket collapsing. Cam Hayward, let's go, baby. One thing the Steelers are really good at is not only pass rushing, but pass rushing with lane discipline. We're really good, and that's one of the things a lot of teams, they could have great pass rushers, but they get too hungry, and they get upfield, which gives those escape lanes for mobile quarterbacks. And honestly, the term, like, mobile quarterbacks also, like, every quarterback needs to be mobile now, right? Even Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow, the more quintessential quarterback, like stand in the pocket, they'll pick up first downs. Like a big part of Georgia going back-to-back national champions is Stetson Bennett scrambling on those like 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 5s, nothing's there, and they just Okay, how's the music level, by the way? Bills scored the touchdown. Dude, the Spore bot is so quick. Vikings got a whiteout game. Ooh. So I have DJ Moore, though. So going into this week, I was debating between Xavier Worthy, DJ Moore, and Jerry Jeudy for basically that, like, flex position. And Jerry Judy's been on fire. Like last week, he went bonkers. But going against the Chiefs on national television, the Chiefs D is incredible, right? Trent McDuffie's one of the best cornerbacks. So I was honestly thinking about not starting Jeudy, thinking he'd kind of come back down to earth. I kept him in my lineup, and I'm glad because I play in a full PPR league, and I think he finished with like 17 points. Music's good? I appreciate it. What you been up to, Zach? How's it been? Yo, I mean, again, I'm at like 69% Creed, you know what I'm saying? But we're getting there. Oh, hold on, let me roll this up. My bad. Oh yeah, so long story short, the Steelers are good at lane discipline with their pass rush. They don't get too far upfield a lot of times, and that was exhibited well on that 3rd down because as TJ Watt wins on the outside, beats the right tackle, and Jalen starts to step up, Cam Hayward, who has pushed that like center guard, whoever Cam Hayward was on. Not only did he push him deep, he kind of was still there. So Jalen was just like he didn't have a clean, you know. And Cam Hayward's been incredible. His whole career, I don't think he gets the credit because you know T.J. Watt gets a lot of it, or he plays in, you know, a non-attractive position, right? The interior lineman, defensive lineman. But this year in particular, I have a graphic I want to pull up at some point, but he's been insane. This has been one of his best years, and he's arguably a first ballot Hall of Famer, probably a second, but you got Patty Mahomes, and he's hurt now. Ooh, wait, see, like, did he get for real hurt? Been pretty busy recently? That's kind of good to hear, though. Honestly, being busy is underrated. I've been great. Once the PC broke and stuff, I was a little down because I was like, man, and like, there's so many things going on. There's the NBA Cup games that I've been wanting to stream watch alongs for. Marvel Snap has drops. We haven't finished Silent Hill yet. And job. So I am playing one of the playlists. Tom, if you're still there, one thing we do, if somebody would do exclamation point Creed J for your boy real quick. Why can't I increase my bit rate? There it is. Sorry, maybe this will help. My bit rate is also at 2500. I'm gonna go up to 35 for now. On my other computer, I was using like the 5000s. Yo, what up, Sal? Me, best mod. Oh, oh, dude, the Steelers can't get anything going offensively. That was very similar. The Steelers on the 1st and 10 get like a yard. The Lions now back with the ball get a yard. So, what you got going on? Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you guys greatly. I'm ready to get back to where I can have like pew pew. Did I win yet? Yeah, it's so close. At halftime, maybe at halftime we'll go over it and I'll pick a winner. This one's Jay's right now. My sister's. Oh, also appreciate you, Zach Dose, for doing the playlist challenge. Tom, yeah, this one. So this one's too late for you to enter. Honestly, I should have. If my computer didn't die, I would have picked a winner for that one weeks ago. But the next one will probably start ASAP. Technically, it's already started, but hold on, I'll get back to that. 3rd and 8, Steelers in the shotgun. They're trying to get us Jalen Carter, my boy, Russell. Dude, the Eagles look relentless right now. But we'll settle in. Oh, dude, speaking of relentless, the Bills looking incredible. I look right, Jared Goff's getting sacked. You know, the Lions are the best play action team in football. They go to do a play action. No one accounts for a extra man on the backside. Haha, pause. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Tom, here's a couple of the ones we've done. We've done the first one was like a summer good vibes kind of theme. The next one was Atlanta. It had to be artist from Atlanta. It could also have featured artists from Atlanta. They could have a producer, right? Like Jermaine Dupri. We did one, probably my favorite so far is around Halloween. I did one that was called like eerie, but not actually Halloween. So it was an example I gave was Dark Lady. But dude, the Bills with another sack. This time it actually fumbled, but the Lions pick it up. They're gonna have like a 4th and 20. It was like eerie, but not explicitly Halloween. So you wouldn't include like this is Halloween from Nightmare Before Christmas, but Dark Lady by Cher. People Are Strange by The Doors were some of the suggestions I gave. Did I miss any messages? Not too bad. It isn't the good kind of busy. Oh man, dude, I'm sorry about that then. Um, if you do need to talk or just get advice, you can hit me up on Discord. We got Patty Mahomes busy recently. Self-subscribed like the queen that she is. But Tom, the next one is which is technically already live now. It's like what was it? Well, I'll go ahead and announce it again. So it's 5 songs that are the most like caring. Like it's about caring, giving, thoughtfulness, like basically Christmassy songs that aren't explicitly Christmas. Songs about like caring, unselfishness, being thoughtful, those kind of things. Maybe let me do this a little bit. We're gonna go skirt, skirt. What if I did? If this holds up, it also means that tomorrow I should be able to do, or I'm in Tuesday, whatever day, um, news that doesn't put you in the blues. All right, come on, D. You're gonna have to go and carry us for a while. We really miss George Pickens here. The threat that we aren't posing on these vertical seams, or these vertical what are they called? Trees. Sorry, route trees. Boom. I'm rocking that. I'm keeping that. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. The Lions game is still on commercial break for me. Cam Hayward is a monster, but Saquon equally to him. Saquon just carried Cam Hayward like he was a Jan sport for about 4 yards. Like he was a Jan sport. It's both. It's both. It's kind of like hmm. I don't know how familiar you are with college football, but you know how the Auburn University, they're both the Tigers and War Eagle. Alex Highsmith, let's go. 2nd and 3. The Eagles go to run it with Saquon. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant collapsing by Highsmith on the backside. The runs to the right. He's the Steelers' right outside linebacker, so he'd be on the left side of the Eagles formation. And he crashes down the line perfectly, slows it up. Gang gets there and all wraps up. 3rd and 5. Here we go, Steelers. But yeah, I've honestly said both. I think just 2 days ago when talking to my sister, I did refer to it as news that doesn't make you snooze, and I still am calling it News Day. Josh Allen is so good. Oh my God, what a throw! Going back. All right, come on. Third and 5. Highsmith, he's gonna have to check it down. Gainwell with a nasty spin move. Oh my gosh. Dude, the Eagles are just making highlights this season. You know, Dante Jackson has had a great season for us, and he's been a fantastic acquisition for the Steelers ever since they traded him and part of the trade for Deontay Johnson, the wide receiver. By the way, what a throw by Josh Allen. That's not exactly the type of play that I was talking about earlier with the slip where, so if a right-handed quarterback rolls out to the right, that tight end who is on the right kind of just goes back and boom. Equally, well, I guess it's kind of the same, but Josh Allen being right-handed, it's a little different. But what a throw! I mean, he's going to the sideline across his body as James Cook is running left to right, and he hits him right in the breast milk. All right, 2nd and 5, dude. What a spin move! Devontae Smith in motion. It's a running play. Dude, Patrick Queen, baby. I appreciate you swinging by, Zach. Hopefully we'll see you more around. Again, if you need me or you just want advice or even maybe I can help with something, just let me know. Might not be able to do this next one. Sel, what's up in your YouTube playlist? What's up in your YouTube playlist? Josh Allen hits Khalil Shakir for I think a first down for the Bills. 3rd and 4. Come on, Steelers. And see that if he picks this up, what a Patrick, that's okay. Oh, the ball's out. Let's go. Patrick Wilson's a fucking missile. Patrick Wilson's a missile. So there's a lot of things that break down there. One, Preston Smith, the defensive end that the Steelers picked up from the Packers, I think, a couple weeks ago and helped to alleviate us not having Highsmith for a while. You know, earlier I talked about the concept of lane discipline in your pass rush, right? And how the Steelers are really good at it. Well, Preston Smith is new to his, so he hasn't been like, he's not as drilled in it as, say, other Steelers pass rusher. Dude, TJ, baby, Peyton and TJ. Let's fucking go. To wrap up my point, on that play, so Preston Smith gets a decent pass rush, but he doesn't have the lane integrity, which gives Jalen Hurts that escape lane where he starts running in the open field. And what a throw by Josh Allen, 2nd and 4 on the dot. But Peyton Wilson, the Steelers rookie linebacker, who has just, I mean, again, I've said this on stream multiple times. Most projected him to be, he would have been a top 15 pick as a linebacker if he had ligaments in his knee. He just had so many injuries in his knee that I think he literally doesn't have ACLs. What was I going to say? So there's that concept, right? So he fell to the 2nd round and we got him, and dude, he's so good right there. Eventually, TJ Watt's the one who punches the ball out. Let's go. But it's Peyton Wilson who absolutely shoots the gap. Like, I'm talking, Jalen Hurts starts to go wide, and you just see Peyton Wilson like a missile. And eventually, Jalen sort of shrugs him off, but in shrugging him off, it gives TJ that chance to punch it. Sorry for the rant. Oh, yeah, what you were talking about? That whole, yeah, I got you now. I thought you had some sus stuff. I have a couple lined up on the Google Doc, which I have to re-access. I wouldn't even know how to access it, actually. Except for my old computer, because it was set to favorites. But, anywho, that Google Doc has the next 3 or 4 challenges. I think I told y'all one of them is, for February, Black History Month. It is, dude, the Steelers can't do shit offensively right now. What is happening? They just sacked us. We just only lost yards. 3 and out. And again, no matter, you could have the best defense on the planet, right? Dude, Nolan Smith, and that was, dude, elite from the Eagles front. Montez Sweat, who the Eagles got from the Bears, is the one who eventually gets the sack, and he does really well. But Nolan Smith drives this Broderick Jones, Georgia boy on Georgia boy. Literally, essentially. Oh, that's another. We got the ball back again! Dude, the Steelers' defense and special teams. We have the best special teams in football. Well, that's known. I mean, that's the punts, the punt returns, the way we down it. The fact that first game of the year against Atlanta, Steelers punter tears his ACL. Chris Boswell comes in. And that ball's out, baby. Chris Boswell comes out and even punts one. Dude, this is so good. I mean, can we do something offense? Am I peaking? I'm so self-conscious about my audio. Come on, 1st and 10. All right, Josh Allen just ran it in. That's perfect right there. That's perfect, baby. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. He scored the first 2. Fuck yes, I needed that for playoffs. All right, Steelers. Come on, do something. It's like the meme poking at the offense. Our defense is forced to turn over and got you the rock, and now our special teams have. All right, we throw a little swing to Najee, hurdle. Decent blocking. There could have been a little bit better blocking on the perimeter. So, what you about to get into, if you're still there? Heart and soul in my heart. Oh, oh, big scuffle, big dude. This is you don't see this in NFL that often. I missed what happened. I had to change something on my screen. Stream together, manage goals. Oh, okay. I see. So Quinion Mitchell, at least the first thing I saw, Quinion Mitchell pushes Darnell Washington. So one of the Eagles players shoves one of the Steelers player, and then one of the Steelers players. So first off, Darnell Washington is driving Quinion Mitchell. That's gonna be on all of the sports shows segments on blocking. Darnell Washington, who is like 6'7", 290 pounds, he's might as well be an offensive lineman, drives Quinion Mitchell to the Liberty Bell. He pushes his ass to the Liberty Bell, and I think that didn't sit well with the Eagles. Eventually, Quinion Mitchell pushes him. Big scuffle. It better not only be on us. Dude, then is that's one of the best compliments I've ever gotten. I think. Gonna clean my space, then get ready to be with fam. Got you. There's a couple things. First off, have you seen the thing from Wicked where it's like, hold on, personal foul. Okay, on us. Both penalties offset. Wait, what? Hold on. I don't have any audio. It's only us, apparently. Only us? Okay, I had no game. I still don't have any game audio. So Darnell Washington pushes. No, that's not. Sorry, that's not Quinion Mitchell initially. That's number 2 is Darius Slay. Drives him into the wall. But like, okay, I'm so mad I missed what was called. Was it only on us? So we have a 2nd and 18, presumably. Okay, definitely missed what I'm so sad. Wow, massive 2-yard gain there on 2nd and 18, huge. Um, I mean Darnell drives him to the wall, but you also have to see when was the whistle blown. Like he's allowed to. You can keep blocking somebody up to a degree into the end zone and then a little past it. That might not even be a catch. But does Quinion Mitchell coming over there and pushing Darnell, which certainly fans the flames, was that not called at all? The one thing I don't have, Clipper, with this setup is I haven't figured out yet how to like I had my audio super split. Like I had certain like music go out of the speakers, right? My game broadcast, like the Fox coverage, right, coming through the earbuds that are hooked into one of my like my monitors. Anyways, long story short, I haven't been able to replicate that yet. So, what a run from Jahmyr Gibbs there. 2nd and 12, minute and 20 left in the first quarter. Unbelievable footwork from Sonic. All right, Steelers, 3rd and 18. We're going to need a moon ball. And it's to nothing. The good news is I have Chris Boswell, the Steelers kicker. I still need to know what happened. What was the call? Because I only saw the ref point to us, like he threw the both of them was on us, but I also saw him do this as if they were offsetting. All right, 2 Clippers playlist. Actually, I'm gonna put on Cells right now because if she is still lurking and her cleaning, she would rather hear her music. Especially since we're also doing sports, you know. I can't believe that. Chris Boswell, you are so hot and handsome. You. Hold on, let me hide this for a second. I'm gonna pull up my fantasy team. I don't want to dox myself. We love Josh Allen. Okay, I can show this again. Josh Allen's already got me 17. Praise be. Praise be. Judy, I'm glad I kept him in. Finished with 21. Could have had another 4. Ball gets thrown to him, DTR, left side. If he catches that full point PPR, that's a 4-point play, give or take. But he gets mauled, and nothing's called. Dude, Scary Terry, not cool. Xavier Worthy finished with 19. Dude, DJ Moore, do not, DJ Moore. I'm sending this out to the interweb. Just please perform tomorrow. I don't know if Tom's still out there. Vikings. Actually, we got the homie Matchy's a Bears fan. Now we got Tom in the community who's a Vikings fan. Long story short, please DJ. I was battling. Like I was always gonna start Puka. So I guess I was deciding between DJ, Judy, and Xavier and Tank. But really just those 3 for who I was gonna start in the other 2 slots to pair Puka. Come on, DJ. Don't cuck me. Don't cuck me. Yeah, I'm on. If you're there, Clipper, if you're just curious, I am currently on a Dell. I'll type it in chat. Optiplex, I think 990. In fact, when you go to the Dell website to like look up drivers, to update on here, and you're like picking your product. Well, first it couldn't auto detect it. Then you have to manually pick. It's in a section called Legacy Dell Models. I was like, ooh, okay, all right. That's about right. Eagles, 78 yards of offense to our 1. I can't believe our defense and then our special teams both hand delivered the ball on the goal line to them essentially, and our offense only managed to go backwards. Come on, 1st and 10. At least that sequence gave our defense some rest. Because while we didn't get a first down, when we punt it, only maybe 1 or maybe 2 or 3 people on our special teams punt return unit would play on defense, maybe. And even then, they play 1 play. So at least our defense would have gotten a rest as opposed to punting it right back to them. Jalen Hurts is 6 for 6 for 79 yards. If you're in the Discord, you would have seen recently I posted a picture from a year ago, I think. Just a little. Oh, that's our dude, AJ Brown. From a year ago. And to start, it was the Eagles versus the Cowboys, and Jalen Hurts was 6 for 9 for 69 yards to start that game. I was like, nice. Oh wow, kind of old. 2nd gen, really? Mobo only supports 16 gigs max. Do you happen to know what the Mobo? Ooh, dude, the zone read just got TJ Watt there. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, under 3 minutes to go in the first. Zone read, TJ Watt's completely unblocked, and you literally see him have to hesitate. By the way, I have 0 audio in terms of the game. So if the commentators are talking about this too, that's just us both seeing it, because I don't hear what they're saying. Anyways, you can see TJ like, who has the ball? Is it Saquon or Jalen? Both so dangerous. And then Jalen gets 7 yards. This time they do hand it off. Saquon, that's so dangerous. Oh, Alex Highsmith almost went and punched it out. See, that's what makes them so hard to defend, right? They run the almost college-esque from a shotgun zone read. You have TJ Watt come down, has no idea. He keeps it. Jalen runs to the right for 7 yards. Then they essentially run the same play, but this time he keeps it. Come on, defense. Hold on to a field goal. It's given to Saquon again. Good tackle. Minka at the line of scrimmage, baby. I don't know if I finished my question, but if you get a moment, Clipper, can you see how much the the computer I had, the what was it, XPS 8940 or whatever, how much does that motherboard support? Come on, D. Second and goal. Minka's calling out stuff. We're showing. We're all over Beanie Bishop. Ah! Touchdown, AJ Brown. Only kind of like a one-man route combo, but that's again the danger of their offense where you have so many eyes in the backfield. Is it Hurts? Is it Saquon? And then, so our boy, again, Jackson has been really good for us this year, especially like he's been such an improvement on what we had over the years before in that position. And it was really just what a sick touchdown from the Lions there, though. 3rd and 9 in the red zone. Jared Goff's having to scramble, and right before he gets to the line of scrimmage and right before he gets hit, he offloads the ball. It's a good catch. First off, Tim Patrick, like shout out the catch. It's a little, behind him, stop on a dime, ski, and then gets back upfield, hurdles a dude, stretches the ball out, across the pylon, touchdown. And the hand of Tim does not make him down. Like if it was his wrist and past, he would be down. But hand, palm like that, he's good to go, holding himself up. Touchdown. The one thing I couldn't do, uh, in terms of like, so one of the bells or whistles that I wanted to add to this particular stream setup was the recents. You know, the little thing that I had that would just kind of like rotate names on recent subscribers and followers. I just tried to put that on. And anytime I went to add what's, a browser source, my OBS would crash. So I was like, I'll hold off on that. Dude, we have been, Russell Wilson, 2 for 8 for 8 yards. I'm not saying that Justin Fields needs to come on and start, obviously. And I would have probably said this even if the game was 10-3 Steelers and we hadn't done it. But I really want us to start incorporating more packages with Justin Fields where he comes on and but not just only run with him, right? Like don't just do a design like Wildcat kind of quarterback keeper, quarterback draw. Actually let him do zone reads with RPOs built into him. Does he let Najee have it? Does he keep it himself or does he pull up and hit a quick little slant? And I especially think that having watched what the Eagles just did to us. Not that Justin Fields is as good as Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying that. We have 1 yard. They have more first down. What's crazy is they have more turnovers than we have yards. They're breaking down the play now. Again, I don't hear them, but they're drawing lines. AJ Brown does really well to delay his route as well. Like as he releases, he kind of slows down, almost like I'm just blocking for the run play. Don't worry about me, and then boom, it can support 128 gigs. Okay, good comms, good comms. So when you say that, that basically is like the motherboard is kind of like a conduit or like so like when you say 128 gigs of RAM, does that also account? Damn, I'm trying to how to word this. Okay, so let me start with this. You know how your fans inside your computer are plugged in to your motherboard, right? and then sometimes they have to kind of get powered themselves from the motherboard. Does that 128 gigs represent how many different things the motherboard can support from a power standpoint? Like again, if you have fans, they'll take some, right? And then if you have an extra GPU, presumably that's going to take some. Like you're gonna have to plug that into the motherboard as well. Hold on, 1st and 10. The Steelers get it. 2 yards, baby. Doubled our output. The mobile is like the central nervous system. Everything routes through it. I don't know. I disagree. I think it's probably the first eliminated. No, the RAM calculation is just for RAM. That's why when you said 128... Okay, let me go back to the earlier message. When you said Mobo only supports 16 gigabytes max, that's when I started to visualize the like power capacity, I guess, right? Like, again, the fans and the GPUs. Because having gone into my computer recently, Steelers get a decent run, 4 or 5 yards, but there's a flag on the play. Probably going to be holding. All right, sounds good, Sel. Again, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the sub earlier. Thank you for being you. You're awesome. What was it? Oh, yeah. When I went to go get my power supply out of my computer, that's kind of like I had to go and unplug the power supply. And then you also run, as you know, the power supply to like multiple spots on the motherboard. Dude, an illegal motion, suck my ass. So anyways, and then I guess I didn't pivot, and I got real confused when you said 128 gigs of RAM. So is there a way that is dictated? Hold on. There is a power amount each device takes, but that is the okay. So and that's the 500 wattage one, right? Or like previously, Jalen Warren, good, another fucking flag. We get another 2nd and 14, gain potentially 12 yards, a little dump off to Jalen Warren, but a flag potentially. Bruh. Our offense has only proceeded to go backwards. If football is a great game of tug of war, what a throw again from Josh Allen on 1st and 20. If football is a great game of tug of war in terms of field position, we have not only have we not pulled, we've pushed the rope. We've let it go. We said, "Hey guys, do you need more slack on the other side of the mud pit, or wherever you do your tug of war?" Let me ask you this though. Okay, so I had a 360 power supply on my previous one, and the one that I bought to see if that fixed the issue before realizing it was the motherboard was a 500. Okay, is there a power supply? Is there like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A point of no return or a threshold or something where if you put too big of a power supply on it, like not too big in terms of dimensions, like let's say it fits and it has the right sockets and all that, but is there like a wattage amount that could be too big for, say, your motherboard and it fry your motherboard? Or is that more just like the only danger of having a power supply too big is that it could short your circuit on your circuit breaker, but that's on your house, not like the motherboard? Yes, you can have too many items that your power supply cannot support, and it will cause issues with a newer graphics card. But can you have a power supply that's too big that causes issues? Like, let's say I was on a 360 watt, right? Let's say I found a 900 watt one that fits and it's compatible. Is it bad to potentially just go for the biggest wattage one? When I signed on, you had your head down. I thought you were wearing a mask because... Oh, it's because every time the Steelers run an offensive play, we seem to go backwards. Even when we gain 12 yards, we... illegal use of a seance. Illegal use of the military-industrial complex. I think we got flagged for that twice. No, real issue with a power supply being too big. No, oh, no, no real issue with the power supply being too big. Got you. It just costs more. Okay, because one of the things that I started to theorize when my stuff originally got fried. Now keep in mind, my house's power did go off like 3 times. It like stuttered, almost went off, didn't, then went off, came back on for like 3 seconds, went back off, came back on, went back off. All right, come on, Steelers. 2nd and 24. We throw the ball. We no flag? Question mark. Um, was so keep in mind, 2 days before my motherboard fried, right, is when I got my Stream Deck. I can't pull it. Finally got this bad boy. I plug it in that Tuesday. I get it on Tuesday. I plug it in. So that night I dabble in it, do a couple things. Then Wednesday, I like did a whole bunch. Like I added all kind of little buttons and little thingies and links and yada yada. Sounds. But I never streamed. And then the next day my motherboard died. So I started to wonder if like, damn, I wonder if putting the Stream Deck was too much for my motherboard, my power supply, something. Do you have a UPC to regular power? Hold on. Do you have a UPC? What is that? A universal power conduit? I don't know what a UPC is. So Cooper DeJean, the rookie cornerback for the Eagles, who also is their punt returner, he's the one that fumbled it on the first one, gave us a chance. That time, definitely made up for it with a pretty damn good return. Okay. To regulate power or to help me out. Josh Allen's so good. 2nd and 3, what blocking? The thing that if you're a Bills fan and if Jack's out there, that you have to be stoked about is how they have now granted, we all know how depleted the Detroit Lions are on defense. Like their front seven, I don't know if it's still the case, but 2 weeks ago, their front seven had like 9 people out. Across, like, I know you're like front seven, 9 people out, obviously counting the backups and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot. The homie Hydra is a Spurs fan. Anyways, what I was going to say is if you're a Bills fan, you have to, even though the Lions are depleted defensively, you have to love how physical the Bills have been. They've matched the Lions with physicality and the punch you in the mouth aspect. Okay, sorry. A battered. Oh, wait, those do exist, don't they? I probably need to look into that because even before the hurricane, um, by the way, I've only read your comment before the scorebot thing. I'll get to the other ones in a second. Um, even before the hurricane, the room that I'm in, I think it's because the way everything was wired when the circuits were done. Like, and I didn't know this before. Okay, let me focus for a second. This gonna be quick. For like 2 years, if it gets even slightly windy or something like that, you'll see like the light flicker a little bit. Maybe they don't go out, but it almost just feels like, damn. It's like right on the verge of almost like shorting a circuit. It feels like every now and then. It doesn't happen every day, and it doesn't necessarily even happen when I turn too much stuff on. Like right now, I have my PlayStation on, a TV on, my computer with 2 monitors, yada yada. And it doesn't even necessarily happen when I put a bunch of stuff on. That was already happening when the hurricane happened, and I started to get good with the generator, right? And part of the thing that I did was I like went and relabeled all of the circuits in my house for what they did because I was like, well, I'm here already. Let me see what everything does. I'm playing around with the generator. You know, going through a storm, you might only want your hot water heater on for a little bit, right? Or you might want the refrigerator. Anyways, long story short, I started to play around with the circuits, and I basically got to a point where I got to up here where I'm at, and you probably know the like how you have like single breakers and double breakers on a circuit breaker box or whatever. Um, Basically, I noticed that not only was this entire wall, which does both of the outlets, the one that my Xbox, PlayStation, and TV are on, and then the one my whole computer, like, so they're on two different outlets. They're all on different surge protectors and stuff, but they're all on the same circuit. And then it also is the same circuit that an outlet in my attic back there is ran on, and that is the one that has the like kind of like like a pop-in air conditioning unit. Now most of the year it's not only is it not on, it's unplugged, so it's not a big deal. Dude, the Eagles are just the homie Jackson has had the worst game so far he's had for us. He is getting cooked. Absolutely eviscerated. So sorry, I hate when I do those rants. I'm so sorry. So with all of that said, I was, even before my motherboard died, I was kind of worried ever since I got power back after the hurricane, because I learned how much stuff was on one, not only circuit, but a single circuit. Oh, Joey Porter Jr. almost comes down with an interception. He wants an offensive pass interference. A.J. Brown is absolutely mauling him, but anywho, long story short, I was already set sus. Motherboard dies. I think you're absolutely right. I need to get a battery backup. I've had a few computers die because of power outages or spikes, so don't run a PC without one now. So you don't run one. It's something like... And you plug... And what do you... Hold on. 2nd and 10. Dump off to Devontae Smith for 6 yards. Joey Porter with the tackle. So how do you hook that up? Does your computer go into that, and then you plug that into your wall? Dude, a good play by the Lions. All right, 3rd and 3. Hold him. Come on, defense. I feel so bad for him. They're getting a good pass rush. Easy. Too easy. Dude, Kellen Moore is dialing up plays, man. We can't stop him. What I was going to say earlier is you could have the best defense in the world. Literally the best defense in the world. There, it can be incredible. But if your offense can't pick up first downs, even just every now and then, it doesn't matter, because it's just a war of attrition at that point. And they're going to be so tired, so, the physical tolls of the game of football, you just can't do it. Oh my God, I didn't. No! So there's this running back for the Buffalo Bills. No, I think I dropped him too. Hold on. I did. Fuck. So that Tyler Johnson kid. Oh, Dante Jackson's now banged up. This cat. Dude, so I picked him up on waivers. Look, added on Sunday because one of my running backs wasn't going to be fit to play. So I had to go and get somebody who was just there that was on no team on Sunday to play. And I pick him up. And he actually has a good game, like 13 points. Okay. But I also was like, how sustainable? Like, look at his through the year, though, right? 13, and then... So it was like, can I really trust him to go off again? Well, he's already got 14 this half. And what's worse is not only did I not start him, I dropped him in order to pick up a Bears player. No, no, no. In order to pick up this guy, me and my buddy are neck and neck here. Projected 142 to 143. Not that you can take too much on those. Dude, he's already got 14. So he would have started here instead of this guy. His name's Sincere McCormick, and I sincerely hope he scores more than at least 14 points. I can tell you that much. Okay, boom. Jackson's getting helped off the field. Like, he's walking off on his own power, but it definitely looks like he's shoulder or something. I've had a... Okay. UPC goes into the wall. Then my PC and the monitors go into the UPC. Regulates the power. So let me get... So, like, basically... Like, when you first get it... Or... Okay. So you plug all of your stuff into it, and then it into the wall, and then it's basically just redirecting the power to all the different devices, and then also building up like a charge, a reservoir of power. Oh, bad snap! They're still gonna... Come on. First and goal. Come on, defense. Good concentration from Jalen Hurts there, though. It's a bad snap. He puts it up in the air and then is able to catch it. And then, yeah, so does it build up a charge so when it dies, that's where it gets its charge from? Because I'll probably need that, high key, with the way that these flicker. The irony, though, is that flickering thing hasn't happened once. Hasn't happened once since the day my motherboard died, however long ago that was, 3 weeks ago, whatever. Good escape from Jared Goff. He's going to pick up the first down here, too. See, this is what I mean. Earlier, I talked about, like, what is even a mobile quarterback nowadays, because all quarterbacks need to be mobile. Jared Goff, one of the most quintessential pocket quarterbacks, if you were using the old parlance of that. And he, on a 3rd and 10, down 14, there is zero pocket there. His entire pocket collapses. He has right guards inside of his chest pad and right guard, and then he escapes and then scrambles for 10 yards, picks up the first down for the Lions. And that's where it's like you just can't be a quarterback in the modern day game and not at least be able to scramble and pick up crucial 3rd down conversions when need be. Oh, did you hear my neck crack? It basically is a battery that holds 15 plus minutes of power that is stable. It powers your stuff with built-in circuit protection. Is that the one that you have, the one that you linked me, or is that just one that you found quickly? Better question. Is that one that you would recommend me get? That is the one that you own? All right, 2nd and goal. We're going to stop him again. If we can hold him to a field goal, that'd be massive. Defense, you're legends. Tight end to the... Is it Skipper? Oh, so the Lions just scored a touchdown. Jared Goff rolls out to the right, and they throw it to Dan Skipper, which people who really, really, really keep up with NFL will remember Dan Skipper catching a pass is now kind of a meme, because last year the Lions are playing the Cowboys in Dallas, and the Lions score what... The Lions should have beat the Cowboys, but they were called back for like a illegal use of the hands or legal receiver, whatever it is. 3rd and goal, touchdown Eagles. To finish that first point, the Lions were called, and the referees basically said the Lions didn't declare Dan Skipper eligible to be a receiver on that play. Although the Lions did. Apparently, Dan Campbell, the coach of the Lions, even told the referees in the locker room before game, because you'll often go over maybe some trick plays that you might run, something that could be a little sketchy kind of play. You'll go over those with referees before the game in your own locker room. You'll just kind of draw it up on the thing, like, hey, look out for this. And apparently the Lions did that, and the referees still erroneously flagged them for a legal receiver, basically. And so now, that didn't stop the Lions. There were other plays where Dan Skipper came in, and it's always been a funny thing because, like, earlier this year, I remember the Lions were playing on national television. I think it was against the Texans, and they do a play, and you hear, and often what also happens if you're at an NFL game, or a college football game, whatever, but you'll hear that, like, the dude on the PA system, right, that announces it over the stadium speakers will say something along the lines of, like, number 70 is declaring eligible, number 70 is eligible, or something like that. And so anyways, they were playing the Texans. That was a funny moment because the stadium, you could hear the guy go, number 70 is eligible, and then we were all like, we know, Anyways, he just scored a touchdown, so that was a dope moment. I like how the Lions don't shy away from plays like that. A couple weeks ago, their right tackle is given a ball on an end around. So you have like a 320-pound lineman running the ball. There, you have a 300-pound lineman catching the ball for a touchdown. Let's fucking go. I think... Hold on. No. I love this song. Skipper is a big boy. Such a BS call. They did. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you can even see them like Skipper goes up to the ref even and is like me or whatever, and yeah, really bad. So anyways, anytime I see the Lions do any of those plays, even the ones to Penei Sewell, I think about that play. But him scoring a touchdown, you love to see that. He also lowered the boom at the goal line. Poor defensive back. Dude, it's hard enough to have to tackle Derrick Henry. Having to tackle freaking Dan Skipper as a smaller defensive back? To be lonely. Alright, this is my matchup so far. Come on, Broncos. What's going on with the Bronx? To be lonely. A lot of West Coast teams playing right now. Arizona, Broncos. I think the Seahawks are playing as right now too. The Chargers are playing. The Colts are up 10-7. Arizona's up 10-3. Chargers 17-10. Oh no, the Seahawks play tonight. That's going to be a good game. The NFC North is so good this year, man. To be 9-4 like the Packers are, and to be several games off of first place. Several games. Is crazy. Oh, Clipper. No. Alright, I have something to show you on Instagram, but I'll have to wait till the next stream to do it until I can get all that set up a little cleaner. But it was about like basketball and like the ratings right now, and this dude is just absolutely speaking. What up, Lux? Thank you for coming back, man. So you know how the other hold on, Steelers 1st and 10. We send Van Jefferson in motion. Russell in the shotgun. He's designed. Oh, this is what I asked for. Justin Fields, careful, bro. I mean, that's a clean hit, but dude. And this dude, oh my god. And Justin Fields is hurt. So of course, that's why you don't do that play that often. And it's a conversation Bears fans, if Matchy was here, we're talking about, right? Because like if you go back to the last couple years, the Bears, some of their best offensive football came when Justin Fields was also getting over 80 yards rushing and rushing a lot. But the risk is like you don't want your franchise quarterback taking hits that often. And there you have it right there where, what was it, 20 minutes ago? I asked for the Steelers to do more packages with Justin Fields and him do keepers and zone reads and stuff. We do the first one. We gain it's one of the best offensive plays we had all day. Now we're also going to get a flag. They're giving unnecessary roughness for the hit, and people might remember the hit to Trevor Lawrence that concussed him and put him into that fencing position temporarily. But in fairness, that's not a late slide. Like, if you're a defender, what are you supposed to do? Like, and I'm a Steelers fan, right? And but like, as a defender, what are you supposed to do? Run up to him, prepared to two-hand touch him? Should quarterbacks have flags? Should we just instead of going full flag football, we just have quarterbacks have flags? Oh yeah, how's the house hunting go? Did you actually go in person, Lux? Great question, Sel. Great question. Browns cause me nothing but depression. It does sound like Matchy. Also, Lux, so, the other time you're my stream, I said I feel bad because you're at my streams when they're at, like, not near the quality that I'd like for them to be because I don't have my PC. Well, I set up an old, like a 7-year-old computer that my family had that no one was using. So I'd say I'm up to 69.69% back. But that's probably actually being too modest. Or never mind. Long story short, this is a little closer to what you would see from my streams, but still well off. I mean, in one way, the fact that my Steelers are only down 14 despite literally only going backwards on offense for a quarter and a half, I'm okay. Like, let's go. 3rd and 2. Come on, Steelers. 3rd and 2. Down 14. We're sending Calvin in motion. Oh, wow. Nolan Smith just hurdled. Russell Wilson, careful. Let's go. And another thing that I was talking about earlier in stream, right? You have to, your quarterback has to be able to scramble to pick up crucial third downs every now and then. It's just is necessary as hell. Russell Wilson just did it for us. Jaylen Warren went to go pick up Nolan Smith, who hurdles him, dude. Clean hurdles him despite getting a helmet in the yum-yums. I got to make fun of Bears fans for 2 years, and now the Browns are worse. Well, honestly, y'all both have had stints over the last 25-ish years in particular of being one of the worst teams in football, no offense. Although the Bears have gone to a Super Bowl in that last 25 years. There are like 20 people there, so I think it's going to get sold quick. What kind of, was it like a townhome? What was it? Yeah, I went in person. Houses are so expensive. Facts. Get one of those mini traveling houses. That makes me think of these, one thing that Amsterdam is doing to kind of like, well, as we all know, the Dutch are incredibly inventive and resourceful. And they're really good at like taking land back from the sea. And now they're doing it again with these like super sick kind of like houseboats. But they're not like the kind of like 1980s houseboats that you might visualize or whatever, right? Like these are houses that have buoyancy, which is sick. Exactly, Lux. I was gonna bring up those memes and stuff. You're like, you love how like our parents and stuff, boomers and those a little younger than boomers but still older than people in the 80s will be like, well, why didn't you just do this? And it's like, yeah, because that cost like $800 then. Or why didn't you buy a house? It's like, because the home that you own now that's worth $500,000 you got for what, 18,000? I don't want to hear it. All right, 3rd and goal for the Bills. Come on, Josh Allen keeper. Oh, that's a free play. Touchdown. Nope, bad throw. They did get the Lions to jump offside. Where the wild things are. We're listening to Cell's playlist right now, by the way, Lux. I think I told you about the Creed. Do exclamation point Creed, Jay. I'm just gonna live under a bridge like a troll. Hell yeah, dude. You got room for me? Damn, so Darius Slay for the Eagles got hurt completely from his own teammate stepping on his foot, but it honestly didn't look that bad. And stepping, having your foot stepped on with somebody with cleats and the studs and everything hurts, obviously. But for a football player, you're like, damn, that's actually mild. Russell Wilson, scrambling, protect yourself, pray to the. Thank you. I'll have a tent next to yours. I just want a sleeping bag in one of y'all's tents. But like, Cell snores when she sleeps. So looks, bunkmates. And the tenant is not answering. Ooh. Um, the tenant. Do you mean the person who's moving into your place, or the person who? Let's go. We get a first down. Big there. Or the person who lives in the place you're gonna move to. Landlord. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say what? Why'd you pin that? Did you just wanted to pin something? And then this one's Clippers. Sure, 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 sure. Come on, dogs! AKA, like, my homies, dogs, not Georgia Bulldogs. We do a toss sweep. Uh-oh. So, A, we get nothing. We lost yard. I hope that Broderick Jones is okay. Please be okay, Broderick Jones. Oof. So, our right tackle just gets rolled up on. One of those where, like, the running back gets tackled in the back of your offensive lineman's legs, and all you see is a giant man go, like, start collapsing. You're like, oh, that might not be good. I just breathe heavy. I don't snore. Oh, sure, sure. That's what they all say. I just have a airway problem. I call Mila's bed. Dude, the way Rupert was posted up in it today, it looks comfy as hell. Come on, second and goal. Play action. Dude, the Eagles are just really, really good defensively. Like, you can see how quickly they fire to the ball. Like, as soon as the ball is out, you already are like, oh, he's gonna get tackled. Oh, he might get blown up. Oh, like, they just fly to the ball. That time it was a lot of times they're really good at like swarm tackling. That time it was just Cooper DeJean in the open field. He's obviously been balling all year. A rookie. Someone's hurt pretty bad in the Lions game. Oh, teammate on teammate maybe. I think one of the Lions just got ear hold. Which third and goal from the Steelers. Come on, touchdown? Question mark. Fryermuth. 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 Please, you know what they could have called? I'm really lucky. Like, not. It almost looked like we had to delay a game. I think if the play clock hits 0, it's not supposed to be called right away. There's supposed to be like a half second, the delay, right, from the referees to see it. They give you a little boom. Anyways, that might have been a little over that buffer zone. We were definitely on zeros on the play clock. Good throw by Russell Wilson. I actually thought their defensive back was going to go make a play, but Fryermuth with the strong hands and the kneecap. Let's go, baby. Dancing with somebody. Bow me now. Oh, I need to change this to Clippers. Hold on. Oh, you know what I want to start doing again? Uh, or start doing is like predictions, like for the channel points and stuff, like we do Gambas, but during these watch alongs. That way, even like Cell or my sis or something could get some, excitement from the sports. Where it's like, do the Steelers score right here? Does the Bills pick up the Bills? The Bills. Do the Bills pick up this first down? Yo, let's see, 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Ah, woo. Dude, y'all crushed it with these playlists. I am telling y'all. So is the stream still okay, by the way? Like, relatively? I know, again, my camera's a little framey, but it's not too bad, is it? That was a huge. We needed that. I mean, obviously, our drive was aided by an admittedly, I don't, if maybe not questionable, but harsh, um, targeting call or whatever they ended up calling Blankenship for on. Again, it's. I don't want to say funny because Justin Fields looked like he got hurt on it, but I literally mentioned bringing him in for those exact type of plays. Well, you might remember I also said, can we bring Justin Fields in for packages and it not just be to run the ball? Because in the last couple weeks, as we have tried to incorporate him, it's just been, dude, Jalen Hurts is shredding us. 12 for 13, 146 yards. When we have in the last couple weeks tried to incorporate him, it's basically he gets in and we run, a power quarterback kind of running game, right? And it's like, that's cool, but teams are also going to know that you're running the ball. So, it just becomes 11 on 11. Can we please incorporate passing? Because when Justin Fields was starting for us, he had plenty of great throws. He can throw the rock. And he comes in for one play, runs the ball. Highsmith, TJ, lane discipline, baby. Lane discipline. 2nd and 7. Highsmith wins on his side, beats their left tackle. Is Lane Johnson their right or left tackle? I think he's their right tackle. So anyways, he beats their left tackle. Highsmith does. Jalen Hurts feels that pressure, steps up, lane discipline. TJ doesn't overcommit, is kind of like prowling. And as soon as Jalen starts to escape the Highsmith win, TJ's like, yes, please. Let me take your shoestrings. Lux, you said you're a Browns fan, by the way. All right, you'll be right back. Sounds good. I appreciate you swinging by. Was that Clayne Clipper in relation to the field goal from the Lions game? Dude, the Bills look good. Physical. Like, they made the Lions, like, even on the plays where we know the Lions are experts at, like the play action and stuff like that. That little play, I mean, the Bills have blown them up. Oh my God, dude, the Lions are plus 138 scoring margin in the second quarter this season. That's the best in NFL history. The extra point. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah. Clipper, real quick, back to the like whole power and motherboard stuff. Let me ask you this. So, okay, again, my house's power had flickered plenty of times prior to the day that my motherboard died, right? Um, and we all know, I think, I can't remember who I was talking to about this, but like that, it's one of those, like, sometimes it can just be a death by 1,000 cuts. It's not because one power outage was necessarily worse or whatever. It's just like, it was just that particular one. It did it, right? But I bring that up because I thought it, like, I started to get in my head, was it the Stream Deck? Like, I don't know how intensive a Stream Deck is to like a motherboard or to the power supply unit, right? But I plugged the Stream Deck in on Tuesday. It's chilling. Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then by the way, I did not have a power outage flicker those 2 days, and then Thursday it did it, and I was just like, what do you know about things like a Stream Deck? 52 yard, way wide from Jake Bates. Fourth and 10. But here's what's crazy. You attempt a 52 yarder. Granted, the modern day NFL kicker has a way longer leg than we're used to. A. B. Ford Field is indoors. Modern NFL kicker, you think they can make a 52 yarder. So I'm not faulting the Lions for going for it. But what you do is you now leave the Bills 36 seconds with 2 timeouts and great field position to try to go get points themselves before halftime. False start. That's a false start, baby. Is minimal. It is USB powered, barely anything. So doubt it is that. Okay, thank you. Because one thing, just to be safe, I do not have it plugged in right now because I was kind of nervous. Yo, Lane Johnson not only false started, my man played the entire down before anything happened. I mean, he false starts and then he's receding. He is 6 yards deep before he's finally like, oh, that. And then I'm surprised he didn't go, encroachment, neutral zone infraction. All right, the Bills, 36 seconds, 1st and 10. 3rd and 12. Come on, defense. Eagles on 3rd and 12. Highsmith, TJ, strip sack, question mark. That's going to be ours. They're still scissor banging each other. They're like a yin and yang symbol. TJ Watt, he's the best defender on the planet at American football. I don't know how good he'd be defending a soccer player, though. Dude, another good one, though. They were doing it. If I wish I could pull it up and show you. They were doing it. They were doing the thing. Wait, hold on. Can I show it? Question mark? Oh, I'm not gonna do this, but look at this. Holy shit. You know how my previous computer, let me hide this. You know how my previous computer, if I tried that, it would be blacked out because it presumably something in my computer or my web browser or OBS, something had the technology to like auto block that, right? You see that if you're watching Netflix on your phone or Disney Plus, you try to screenshot it, it's just going to be black because they have the tech to protect the copyright. This computer might currently predate that, guys and gals. I could illegally do the thing. So at least maybe I can pull up a replay if they're showing a replay. I'm not going to risk it, though. Oh yeah, to finish my thought on the Stream Deck, so I currently do not have it plugged in right now because I didn't want to risk it, but if this continues to be smooth, I might add, like I was planning on adding subtle bells and whistles a minute. Oh, no, Fryermuth. Okay, he fell on his own ball. By the way, we got great starting field position. We got a minute left and a timeout. We'll go again. Come on. Now, the Lions are also trying to go quickly. They did not start with the near as good of, the Bills. Uh-oh. Oh, get down. Now we got to go quick. We got to go quick to either spike it. We need to go quick to spike it. Probably not spike it, though. Hopefully we had 2 plays called before that one. All right, we're clearly not spiking it. Russell's making a play or calling a play at the line of scrimmage. They're reviewing the catch, question mark. Oh, dude, the clock operator in Philly just cucked us at like 4 or 5 seconds. They better put that back on. When the ref started to signal that they were going to review it, I think that's a catch. That's a catch. There was like 44 seconds, and the clock operator in Philly, man, he was just eating his cheesesteak, dude. He had cheese whiz dripping down his lip, and he's like, I ain't gonna stop it. I don't want him to get more points. Which, obviously, if it was in Pittsburgh, our clock operator would have done the same thing, minus the cheese whiz, grilled, Philly cheesesteak. I think you just call that a catch, and then the ground calls the fumble, which is not a fumble, as we know, but High definition content protection is what that is, right? High definition, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we learned a lot about that when I was in college. From our like I was in the school of journalism, and we take some of our broadcasting classes would dabble in it. But our journalism class in particular was had a lot to do with DMCA. In fact, at the time, my stepbrother was a copyright infringement lawyer at Bloomberg law firm in New York, and he actually um, like it was first off, it was one of those classrooms that's like a theater classroom, so there's like 130 people in that class, and I had to do a presentation, and part of my presentation was my stepbro called in and like basically filled it a Q&A with the class, and I thought that was super dope. It was kind of like a bring your family member to work day kind of thing, but also he was like an expert in the field, so it was like checked two boxes, and it also meant that I didn't have to talk. It was part of my presentation, so it was just dubs all around. They did reset, so they're saying it was an incomplete pass. I guess 2nd and 10. They put 56 seconds back on the clock. Fryermuth has been great. We got plenty of time. With one timeout, we can use the sidelines. Nolan Smith. That's not. All right, we got to go. We got to go. We're going to do something. We want points here. Russell Wilson with a whopping 56 yards through the first half. And day after day. Is that the last song on your playlist? No. I didn't think so. Dude, Broderick Jones is getting just worked by his fellow Bulldog. That's actually, dude, what a play from Nolan Smith, though. Great arm extension initially, challenges Broderick Jones with strength, right? Just absolutely pushes him back. Then when Broderick Jones goes to engage with him, so like Broderick Jones gets pushed back. Great length from Nolan Smith, right? Broderick Jones. He goes to re-engage with him. Nolan Smith then hits him with the like up and under. Nasty little two-piece from Nolan Smith. Just a bull rush shove, and then when the lineman goes to engage, dip under him. So filthy. What's up with the playlist? Okay, 3rd and 20. Our offense has only gone backwards. Okay, nice. Please tell me you caught that. We might have gotten Chris Boswell in the field goal range. Go and spike it. Or we can't spike it. We gotta, yep. Okay, they talk about that. They have plenty of time. I think what I remember learning, now I don't know if this has changed and gotten better, but the number is 12 seconds. A well-drilled field goal unit needs 12 seconds to be able to get on the field, lined up, and get the field goal off with a running clock is what I've always learned, like been told and learned and whatnot. Again, it needs to be a well-drilled one, and you would tell them all on the sideline, be ready to go. As soon as the person's tackled, boom. So now, thankfully, I think the Eagles called a timeout or something. Well, yeah, they did, which makes sense. There's still 40 seconds to go, so they call a timeout to save them some time to try to go and score before half. This is going to be a long one. A 49-yarder from the boy Boz. The homie Boz. Take on me. Boz, baby. 49 yards. He's so good. All right, 37 seconds. The Eagles have one timeout. The Bills game has gone to halftime. I mean, what are our numbers, dude? It can't be good. The fact that we're in this, we have 80 yards of offense, which honestly seems not true. Possession somehow also seems not true. Dude, Chris Boswell's so good. All right, come on, defense. All right, Josh Allen, more points. We love to see that. Chris Boswell is my heart, and he's my soul. Bo Nix pooping the bed for me. I actually play Bo Nix over Jordan Love. Please don't come back to bite me. And a good, I say thankfully because I would feel worse if he kept scoring. This guy hasn't scored anymore since that last time I brought it up. Come on. No, no, don't give him a big return. All right. Gainwell did get back to the third. He gained well back to the 34. I think earlier I said the Eagles were coming off a bye. That was incorrect. Yo, this whole MTV Unplugged version of this song, Clipper. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have better TTV enabled on this web browser yet. Sack. Sack. Let's go, baby. They'll maybe just let it go to halftime now. Are they going to use their final timeout? Looks like they're just going to let it run. Even Jalen Hurts himself does this little and like, let's just go to half. Dude. Bro, as absolutely abysmal as the Steelers' offense was for a quarter and a half, almost damn near to the whole first half of the game. The fact we're only down 4 is crazy. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. They have 176 total yards. We have 80. They have 5.5 yards per play. Needed it. Okay, both games are at halftime. I'm going to take a break. I'll pull up words on stream, I think. Is it safe? Is it safe? It's probably safe. Go grab my food real quick. Ooh, wait. I don't. Has this always been the case? Look, you can play locally now on your Fire TV or like this browser. That's cool. God, this is such a what a track, bro. Yo, they changed the layout of this. Hold on, sorry. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. All right, I'll be right back. Excuse me, why is donut not counting? What just happened with the donut? They definitely updated this. Look at the like it just has more detail. Even all of this stuff popping off. Okay, I don't see where I can give points anymore, though. They take that away? No, they took away giving Creed Seed. What a travesty, dude. Now I want a donut for real, and I can't give away Creed Seed? Honestly, that's like a war crime. Wow, what a start for the Bills in the second half. James Cook to the crib. Yo, Sel, do you ever get calls at work about horses? Okay, we are back for the first. We're in the second half of both games now. I can't believe they took away Creed Seed. Dude, give us less. Like, I don't need all these effects. You know what I need? Creed Seed. Well, I don't need any of that. I have infinite, but I found the infinite Creed Seed glitch. But you get what I'm saying. Oh, good pass rush again. That could have been a holding on Cam Hayward. Like, they held Cam Hayward, not the other way around. Like, they added this cool little trophy and these coins. No one asked for that. Shout out our girl. Shout out our girl. Please count. Albania. No. I tried. Ooh, Canal. Someone. Oh no, someone's already done it. Nail, nice. Lane. Cain, Cain? Question mark. There it is. That's the word we were looking for. No. Yes. There it is. Oh, you were close earlier. You spelled it wrong. I see it now. Well done. I should have snagged your word. I wasn't even paying attention. Let's go, Cell. Sorry, I'm buying myself a little time to get some bites in. Let's go. Huge open field tackle that. Huge open field tackle. So the Eagles are on a 3rd and 6. They hit us with that little drag route with Devontae Smith that's so hard to defend. And our backup defensive back, who's having to fill in for Jackson, makes a great open field tackle to make it 4th and 2. Are you serious? What was the flag on? I really hate not having audio. Please tell me it's going to be enforced on the kickoff and doesn't give them an automatic first down. Wait, why are we the only team in football that gets flagged for going over the center? But if the Chiefs or the Packers do it, it's fine. Yo no say. No comprende. It did give him a first down. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? That is so annoying. They kick a field goal, we get flagged for going over the center essentially. Dude, they get a free set of downs in a 4-point game. Again, Minka got called for that. He got called for leverage earlier this year against the Jets. He did not go over the center, which again, the center is the key thing because the center is the one that has to look down, right? And their neck and spine are much more exposed when they are hurdled. That makes sense. We all get that. But then why weren't the Chiefs called for it? Or the Packers called for it? Nice. Well done. All right, sounds good, Sal. I'm done eating, so I'll be back in front of y'all in no time. Also, welcome back, Lux. What you up to? Good shit. Great first word. Now we know those 6 letters are real. Ooh, I might have to steal one of your words. You see, I don't know if this is your first time playing it, but you see the little locks in the middle of the screen? You have to wait until they're done. Okay, B is fake? No. C's fake. Umber, great word. I'm a big fan of the penumbra. All right, huge from the Steelers defense there. Despite getting shafted and blasted, still hold them to a field goal there. Massive. Okay, I'm done eating. I'm almost fully ready to be back from break. I do need to take one small little step away, but it's going to be after we finish this. Damn, I see you, Lux. Nice little 45 in one round. Okay, those are real words. Ooh, is it talent? I mean, those are real letters. Oh, a growlith. This will let us know. I think the N's fake. Yeah, the N is fake. Earlier, Jay Reed and Clipper were also chiming in, but I think they got scared. Ooh, ball. I'm going to steal your word. Haha. See, that's where the locks come in. Ooh, we have late. Late. Oh, Bell. Bale. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to go finish the last part of my break. Go. I appreciate you hanging out, Lux. Truly. Go stretch. Go refill your water. Go pet your doggo real quick. I'll be right back. Because this is about to get hard. Hopefully it also buys time for Cell and Clipper and or my sister to come back. Because these get real hard. Oh, the Steelers with a flea flicker. We're going deep. The great catch. Great catch. That also could be flagged for pass interference. Of course it's not called. It wouldn't have mattered. We would have declined it regardless. But the fact that it's not even called is kind of annoying. Great throw from Russell Wilson. Little flea flicker from Arthur Smith. You love to see it. Again, dude, this is where the Steelers missed George Pickens, though, man. George Pickens is so good. Let me check my fantasy football real quick. It's looking good. We need Drake May to keep doing. This is great. We love this. Bo Nix, not so much. Oh, and the other thing, Lux. So around here, and you probably know this from Cell Stream. Hold on, let me. What is it? Store? Yeah. Okay. So if you click on one of those two links, right, I have a Stream Element store, and so you get channel points while you watch a stream, right? That's obviously here in chat. So a different place to go and do things is that store, right? And in fact, I still owe Matchy a poem. He redeemed write him a poem like a month or two ago, and I still have to do it. But anyways, if you go to that, and the currency there is called Creed Seed, and everyone seeks Creed Seed. It's very valuable in this, especially in this economy. I bring that up because Words on Stream, it used to let you give out like points. And so like right here, I could click it and you would get Creed Seed to spend in the store. All right, I'll be back ASAP. Hold on, actually, let me see. This is kind of awkward. Hold on. Oh, no, Najee! No! So Steelers, after a huge, I think probably the biggest play of the game for the Steelers in terms of offensive yards gained, like our biggest splash play, we do a flea flicker, we get down into great position, we do a toss sweep to the right, Najee Harris, it's a perfect toss from Russell Wilson right on his nipples, and Najee doesn't catch it. And kind of what makes it worse is like if you're doing a toss and you're not going to catch the toss cleanly, the best case scenario is the ball just falls around you because you're probably going to be the only one around you for the next like half second, given that it's a toss, right? And you can probably fall on your own fumble or loose ball, whatever. Najee doesn't catch it, and then alligator arms, and he actually flicks the ball towards the line of scrimmage, which was just like the Eagles player was like, yes, please. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. All right, I'll be right back. Speaking of that, I don't know if it'll matter anymore, but I owe Adlin 1 or 2 Freestyle Fridays, but that probably won't matter. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to turn the music up a smidge. Who's while I'm away, Lux, type in some of your favorite movies of all time in no particular order. Favorite TV shows and favorite musical acts so I can get to know you a little bit better. And I'll be right back. My mic's muted. Yo, what up, Valweezy? I appreciate the follow. That's the homie. I might need to turn down the music a smidge now. All right, Steelers. Look. Oh, Jalen Hurts. Okay, it's 2nd and 9. We almost sack him. Hands up. He throws it away eventually. Oh my God, how Jalen Hurts escapes both of those, I will never know. The Buffalo Bills are laying down a statement right now. Earlier when it was 21-14, I was like, regardless of what the score was, Bills fans have to be happy with how much they matched the Lions physically and met the whole punch you in the mouth kind of football. They've matched it and then some. Absolutely incredible. Yo, Valweezy, if you're watching, hold on. So let me check the fantasy real quick. What up, dude? A couple things. So in this channel, you'll see a in a minute probably a Pokemon thing pop up. There's this like cool little Pokemon mini game. Hold on, let me pause the music. Hey, welcome in. Did you have to make a new account or something? Because I feel like remember when we played the forest a couple years ago? You were in chat, so you must have made a new name. Because it's saying that's your first time chatting. All right, 3rd and 9. Come on, hold them to another field goal. Dude, our defense has done everything they can. Quick little dump off. Gainwell, wrap up. Dude! Not only do the Steelers have 2 people there to tackle him short of the first down, one of them's Patrick fucking Queen. And Gainwell just splits him like he's Oppenheimer. Using the app. Are you on your phone? I'm guessing, given the emojis. Dude, I can't believe we just gave up that first down. It's the Eagles probably would have went for it, even there on 4th and 2. I mean, down on our 12-yard line, already up 7 at home. Dude. Okay, in fairness, Najee Harris doesn't alligator arms the football to him. It tiddlywinks him, and then it kicks off his shin. So sad. All right, sorry, I had to make sure the music wasn't too loud. Okay, so let me make Valweezy a VIP real quick. VIP, Valweezy. Yo, what game do you have up, and what are you playing? Do you use Apple Music, Lux? What do you use? Spotify? Hold on, sorry, my buddy Austin's texting me. Chatting. Which one, by the way? Yellowstone at 8. Ooh, good. I'm not caught up on there. Wow, this is so bright. Oh, sorry. Let me. So, this is my fantasy matchup, by the way, Valweezy against old T-Bone. 40-point. No, you can never go with projections, but Bo Nix let me down. Did I see Blessed here? What up, Blessed? How's your Sunday been? We just doing some watch-alongs. I got the Bills and Lions over here. My Steelers let me down in front of me a bit. Had a chance to go and potentially tie the ball game. At minimum, cut it back down to a 4-point game and get my kicker more points. And we fumbled the ball. Yo, if Lux, you still there? Okay, let's finish this run of words on stream. Yo, Valweezy, look in chat here in a moment when you get a chance. So something that I do, read that little, I do like a music playlist thing, and I think you'll dig that. So basically, y'all make playlists and you submit them to me, and then we listen to them on stream, and I pick a winner. All right, 1st and goal. It's a jammed fest. 9,000. We stop it. We stopped it. You call for progression. I have no sound. You lost 3 different parlays today. Ooh. How close were any of them? We're going to start the words on stream in 1 second. Actually, we're just going to do it. No, we're not. It's 2nd and goal. Come on, defense. Stopping this is so tough. Low A mixtapes only. That's a great submission. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Have an amazing stream. I appreciate that. What's your plans today? I saw you on some zombies last night. Do we stop them again? Dude, that's just... Dude, the rally cap. We need it. We needed it. Najee Harris fumble. This is a tough stretch for my Steelers. They have the Eagles, the Ravens, and the Chiefs back to back to back, all in a span of 10 days. 08, 09. I love that. The Zombies grind is always trying to juice my guns up. Oh, I need to play some more tonight too. Good comms. Good comms. Alright, I'm gonna do it. They scored. Lux, look alive if you're there. Also, Clipper, if you're out there, we're doing it. Okay, those four letters are real. Nice. Secure. Okay, the V's fake. Oh, we're so close. Living up to my name. Oh, I just beat you. Streamer benefit. Streamer no lag benefit. So it's like an anagram game, bless. It'll give us letters. Now this is a really tough time to come in because we're in double digits, so they start throwing fake letters at you. But generally speaking, you'll and I used to be able to give y'all Creed seed. I would be just handing out Creed seed to you guys for participating. And obviously you get more the better you do. But it'll give us a bunch of letters and you form words. It'll always be at least 4-letter words. Oh, well done. Okay, so the N is fake. That doesn't really help much though. Jeez. Ah, well done. And then the other thing, blessed, is you'll see in the middle of the screen there's the little like bar that counts down with locks. So when you submit a word and it's right, you get locked out and you can't submit another word until the next lock period. Good throw and catch. Russell Wilson, boom, nice quick strike to Calvin Austin. So like right, oh, I should have tried to throw a word out there. Now, most streamers, they put this on when they take AFK breaks, which is essentially what I do too. But I also love I love to compete in it myself. So especially if the chat has a good run going when I get back, we'll absolutely finish it. And sometimes I'll even run another one because I want to play one from the jump. See, and you want to get, it's kind of like Scrabble. Certain letters are worth certain points. So when you form words, we as a community, nice, good run, Cordero Patterson. We haven't seen much of that. Him just lined up in like I formation, kind of split back, whatever. And so we have like a friendly competition amongst ourselves naturally. Right now, Lux is popping off. I think Clipper was lurking for a while, but me and him have just me and him just competed our way to round 12 before. What was I gonna say? And yeah, so we have friendly competitions, but you're trying to progress collectively as a community. So, for example, if you like, or if I'm at the end of the game and we need some words and I'm locked, I might say a word out loud. Another good run. Good shit, Cordero Patterson. I might say some words out loud for you guys to type in if you're not locked. Please don't be a holding on the Steelers. Okay, those four. Ooh, Peep'n. Haha, Peens. It's on the Steelers. Dude. Ah, beach. That's unlucky. Auto mod. Auto mod blocked that. Dude, I'm not even saying the calls are wrong or trying to blame the refs or anything by that at all. But it just seems like every time we have a decent play, a big play, it just comes back. And then we have bad plays too, don't get me wrong. Okay, P's probably fake then. There's a fake word letter in there. No, oh, gonna be too late. Mines. Oh, they just let me double tap. Somebody do mine. Probably not enough though. Immense. What a pull. Ooh, dude, what a pull, Lux. Also, that touchdown the Lions scored for their third. I missed it on the other TV. What a throw from Jared Goff, hitting Amon-Ra St. Brown in stride, and he takes it 66 yards to the crib. All right, Jay Reed, you down? Since she's here, let's do one more run. Steelers on 3rd and 22. This first round, y'all don't need me too much. We've just been not clean, getting called for penalties, even if they were right. Not clean, not ideal. Missing George Pickens, definitely. So, Bless, if you're still there, this is an early round. There's no fake letters. And keep in mind that it will always be at minimum a 4-letter word. That's where you start. Coco, yayo, got me everything. And then another trick to get some easy words is if like somebody puts the word shoes, that means you can type in the word shoe, right? Like if you see somebody do shoes, then do like take a S off of the word, or if it's yeah, you get it. Another one is look for word like just mixing the letters of words that they've already formed. That's how I got pace. I did cape, and then I was like, just miss those 4 letters. Mix. This is for you. Oh, we all want that last word so bad. Oh. Bro, I'm just. Oh. Ah. Oh, there's actually 2 words left. Never mind. Okay. Bills up 14. They have a 3rd and 6 here. Hey Clipper, if you're out there lurking, when you get a chance, will you um whisper me the link that you sent me of the UPC? What am I doing? What am I doing? Hold on. Ignore that last entry entirely. Damn it, I just saw that too. Two seconds. Sorry, I gotta do a little maintenance. No, no, no. Uh-uh. Dude, why is it changing both? Oh well. Sorry. Sicario. Hold up. Corsair. Lux. Well done. Uh, dude, what a word. All right, 3rd and 6. Come on, defense. Still only a 2-score game. Sorry, thank you, Lux. Lux teed me up for 2 words. Dude. Oh, AJ Brown. So good. 3rd and 6, deep in their own territory, and a slant to AJ Brown. All right, that was the end of Zach's playlist. For now, hold on. Let me just go to 2. Nope. Music. Okay, there it is. Oh, big hit. Saquon Barkley. Man, that Najee fumble. Chance to at least cut it to a 4-point game. Dude, Lux is on fire. Oh, yeah, good comms. Thank you. Yeah, that's the homie Valweezy swinging in. Uh, whew. The L is fake. Much love. I appreciate it, Bless. Thank you for stopping in, man. I can't see my keyboard. All right, 3rd and 2. Come on, Steelers. Stretch it out. Saquon, what a juke. Yeah. Dude, we're just not feeling good. KZ, the Steelers safety, has to come and make a tackle on Barkley one-on-one, and it looks like he just probably separated his shoulder. Oh, damn, dude. Oh, we're so close. Oh! Let's go. Dude, why can't I give Creed seed anymore? Don't, that could be taken out of context. Some people are like, you need to see a doctor about that. Oh, nice, he slipped. The benefit of a field position ball game is the Eagles feel like they've had the ball for eons this drive, and they're still in their own territory because they started on their own 2-yard line. Tiamat, the celestial in planet Earth. Um. Okay, those letters are all real. Mutant. Mutant. Over. Um. Mint, guys, you got mint. Mint. There it is. Throw out right now. Oh, never mind. Okay, G is fake. God, this song's good. Yes, throws behind him. The Eagles will have a 3rd and 13. Oh, how does that help? Well, way to pull Minnie out because I was like, oh no, no, TJ, dude, this game has not been good for us. TJ Watt going down hurt. Jackson, KZ fumbled the ball. All right, that was a good run. I mean, the Lions just scored again though, so we have a ball game over there. Jameer Gibbs, another dump off from Jared Goff, right? Like smart pocket presence, dump off, boom. I got 2 words there. Yeah, that one was tough. Hold on. All right, before I do another run, I want to see if I can get Creed Seed back into this. I just. I literally wanted to give all G words. That's real. We have late Lear Eater. Nice. An elator. It's technically a word. We still haven't used late. Later. The thing is, they're showing a breakdown of some of Jalen Hurts' bigger plays, and several of them he's getting the ball off under 2 seconds. So what's a pass rush to do? That one he extends it well. Oh, the Bills are going to take it to the crib. The Lions. Oh, good tackle. So I don't know if I would have gone for an onside kick there. There's the full fourth quarter. Anyways, the Lions had just scored to make it a 10-point game. 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They go for an onside kick. Takes a mean hop. One of the Bills players maybe even swipes it to himself impressively. Yeah, I'm going to get on the horn with the CEO of Words on Stream, Mr. CEO guy. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to say, Mr. Guy. He's going to go, call me CEO. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, what happened to the ability to give out Creed Seed? He's going to be like, excuse me? And I'm like, that's what I call my currency. And he'd be like, oh, okay, I'll get the engineers back on it right away, Mr. Reed. And I'm like, call me Chris. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Rhyhorn. Oh, okay. The Eagles, 4th and 1. They're going for their little brotherly shove, brotherly rub. Do we stop it? 4th and 1. They're trying to draw us offside. Come on, boys. Dude, you got to be so disciplined and not go offside there. That's crazy. Dude, our boys to not go offside. They're probably still going to line up and go for it, question mark? Oh, yeah, so that's a good point about the CEOs thing. Maybe I'll, well, this is on email. Dude, I love this song. Okay, since we've already beat this round, oh, I get it. Dude, Lux with the carry right now. All right, lock it in, Creed. Sell. That's a that's a good one. Okay, Lux. Okay, Lux. Penile. What a pull, dude. All right, they are still going forward as I predicted. They were on our 30-yard line. I don't blame them. Come on, boys, bow up, stop them, dude. Where does forward progression stop, man? Of course he got it because they let the boys rugby scrum nowadays for 9 years. It's a lunar moon cycle or something. I said lunar moon. You know that's a bit redundant. It's like you bow up a team, stop or any player for that matter. It's just who was that? I think Texas A&M. What was it? Texas A&M was playing LSU. Marcel Reed, your boy knows ball, by the way. Marcel Reed comes on in the second half for Texas A&M and inspires a comeback. And on one of the plays, he runs the ball. He starts on like the 15, and he runs, and he's basically LSU, and it's like a stand-up scrum. And he's kind of stopped, but then they just let it go, and he eventually gets pushed in. It's like, you know, why words don't like my words. If ever you were looking for a comment to pin, that's the one. That's the one. Lux with the carry. TJ Watt hurt. Oh, I don't know if you heard my chair squeaking. Sorry. So, wait, you pinned nipple? Wait, was that after I pinned why words don't like my words? Can we have two pinned comments? Good play, Highsmith on the backside. He's had a couple good runs where he's collapsed down the line. Oh, I think the Eagles, I talk about as an offensive lineman, one of the scariest plays is when a running or a ball carrier is tackled. They are tackled from behind and both bodies land on your legs. And one of the Eagles linemen just had that happen to him, unfortunately. Oh, Laporta, grown man, first down right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Unlock me, game. Unlock me. Yeah, this will be the last one. Just because it does get a point where you get a little like drained. You start even not being able to remember words you might have used in earlier round. Oh, that was Becton too. That was their big off-season Acquisition. Aided. Adequate. Well done. Did not. Oh, no. Oh, fumble. Dude, we might have gotten it. It might have been a little too late. Our defense and special teams played about as damn well as they can. Dude, they're still wrestling for the ball. Dude, the Bills are a good football team. Oh, Bo Nixon's got me some points. We needed it. Josh Allen, my savior. I love you. No, you're not a dummy. These are hard, and we need every word, even if you only get one word. Lux. What a good word. Okay, we know all those are fake. V is fake. Because I did veto and it didn't work. V is fake. Get it out of here. Remove it from your brain. Tell your brain it's no good. No, don't tell your brain that. I tried potent too. It's good thought. Not enough T's. We do have the word note. If someone wants to use it, note. Note. Nepo baby. Dag nabbit. That should be always be a word. Like, regardless of what the letters are. Yo, what up, books? Nice first word, nice first time chat. Poop. Years later, when you're a homie in the community, a vital member, we're gonna look back and be like, y'all remember Books' first time chat was just the word poop? Oh, hold on, let me why do you gotta lurk? You gotta lurk. You gotta counter the lurk. Reverse lurk. Oh man, dude, this game's been so. As our offense terrible for the first quarter and a half, clawed it back, had a chance to even make it level. Monica Lewinsky. No, not a word. Cinnamon. What a pull. Oh, I might be no help here. The U is fake. And I immediately guess a word with U. Oh my gosh. Why am I still so bad? Sometimes they're just not year round. You know what I mean? They're just not year rounds. Did the Bills just score again? The best thing for me in this scenario is that the Lions have kept scoring and kept competing as if we would ever doubt that team would stop competing. But because it's meant Josh Allen's needed to keep going and scoring and playing offensive football. Well, attacking offensive football, if that makes sense. Like aggressive. That's the word I'm looking for. Aggressive. Oh my god. Okay, those four are real. A is fake. Let's go. Oh, Dawson Knox. Does he catch this? Oh, what an effort. What a catch. I should have. Wow, we just skipped 5 levels at level 16. My word. This is going to ramp up quick. Hold on. Sorry, I need a breather. Everyone, give yourself a pat on the back. That was good shit. Perfecting. Oh, Josh Allen. Is he going to go to the crib? Protect yourself. He's so good. He's so good. Hold on, let's check. 40.6. Juice me up, Poppy. Oh, and Bo Nix has caught a little juice. The Denver D. Whoa. What has happened in Indianapolis? Hold on. Sorry. What has happened in Indianapolis? Last I looked, the Colts were up like 13-7. Sorry. Third quarter, fourth quarter. Bo Nix. Where did all the defensive points come from? 2 fumble recoveries, 2 Good lord. The Colts have just coughed the ball up. All right, sorry, back to it. Is the best quarterback in football. Life is not fair. That's a great way to put it. She's awesome. I loved her song this past year with Anderson .Paak. We love Josh Allen. We love Josh Allen. Okay, how is Rift's not working? So this is not cool. Dude, one of these letters is harshly fake. I've tried Raft. Raft didn't work, nor did Rift. So maybe R's fake? No. F is fake. Not that that's gonna help. No, it's not. I know nothing. I have never known anything ever. Okay, Vista works, but Visa doesn't. Excuse me. Why isn't airs or what is it? What did I type in? Yeah, I don't know. It worked in an earlier round. That one's good. That was maybe kind of bad that we made perfect on 11 because it ramping up that quick. You know, sometimes you like to ease into the ones with the fake and hidden letters. Stray. Dude, oh, that game looked way worse. Our offense terrible for the first half, essentially. Oh, sad panda. Oh, this song's so fire. What are y'all thinking? One more? Lux is the only one who did anything there. Nah, we're calling it there. That was good. I think I'm gonna call the stream there too because the Steelers game is over. No, I'll do the last. We'll see what happens. If the Buffalo Bills score here, I'm gonna end it. If they don't, we'll stream it to the end of it. Josh Allen's keeping it though. Design keeper. Please be careful with my lover. I didn't say that. Yeah, my quarterback, my starting quarterback. Please be careful. That's what y'all heard. I appreciate you stopping in, Books. If you're even still there. Lux, I appreciate you hanging out. Cell, I appreciate you pinning the comment nipple, by the way. W, Cell, interaction. Alright, let me get this game up. Dude, that was not a. Do you have the Bills game up, by the way? Lux? Josh Allen. Oh, if he wasn't past the line of scrimmage, Josh Allen has just wrapped up his MVP. What? Wait, what happened? Illegal forward pass? Holding on the offense. Oh my gosh. So we've seen shovel passes before. We've seen the jump pass. We've seen the hybrid of the two. So this isn't anything revelatory in that regard. But just, you often don't see it lobbed that highly. He fucking granny shot that like a basketball. First, in the pocket, their Lions have a free rusher. Allen hits him with the rowdiest pump fake, Ben Roethlisberger-esque. Lions player jumps up again. In fairness to the Lions, they are depleted defensively. Depleted. But defensive lineman goes up. Josh Allen skates by him, gets right to the line of scrimmage, and instead of like a lob, he does like a granny shot. Damn. A false start. Bills are going the wrong way. That was wicked. You often don't see a player that open to allow, like, you know what I mean? Like that's why you don't normally see the granny pass, is because it results in a football thrown with so much hang time and air time that that's rarely gonna work in the NFL. But he was so open. Oh, okay, they run the ball. I think they're just gonna settle for a field goal. He's playing a whole different game. He really is. That's a good way to put it. He's just on fire. And the thing is, he's been incredible for years, right? Um, what was I gonna say? But I think, um, I mean, a lot of people are gonna make a lot about the Stephon Diggs and the whole like not having that. You know, this is a cliche, and there is truth to it. But I don't know how much it really matters as much. Well, I don't know how prevalent it is, like people claim, but they often say when you have a receiver like a Stephon Diggs, they kind of like demand, not even if they're not doing antics on the sideline. Even a quarterback subconsciously feels like he needs to get them the ball. And when you don't have that, and you can just go to whatever option you want and never have to worry about media questions or why, you know. And for the record, I guess it actually is a thing because, sorry, let me correct myself, because the Eagles have been going through that. That's been one of the big talks with the Eagles of the last week and a half. Is AJ Brown was asked in an interview, like, what's going on, basically. This is after they won against the Ravens, I believe. But they're like, what's going on? And he's basically like, our passing attack's not great, or, you know. And people made a big deal. Oh, he's going after Jalen Hurts. It's like they're winning. They're running the ball 65-70% of any game, because why wouldn't they? It's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of spiraled into at least a media conversation. So I guess it is more prevalent than, you get what I'm saying. The Stephon Diggs thing, I think, freed him up. I said on stream maybe a week ago that, and this was me wishful thinking because I have him in my fantasy, right? He's my, not only is he on my fantasy team, he's my keeper. This is a keeper league. So he has been my keeper for 5 years, I believe now, straight. I had Le'Veon Bell for a couple, and then I had Tyreek Hill, and then Josh Allen. But I kind of like wishful thinking when I heard that he got engaged. I was like, oh, my man's about to be liberated. He's, done his romantic thing. He's got his girl who's an absolute a catch in 1,000. My man is about to be locked into football for 2 fucking months. All right, it's a 13-point game. The Lions have the ball. They are a phenomenal offense. They could score quick. Penei Sewell is so good. Oh, are they going to call that defenseless receiver? Nope. Okay, no flag on the play. That's one of those that, not that I'm advocating that players need to act hurt, nor do I want players to get hurt, but you wonder if Tim Patrick is more shaken up from that. Do they call it, right? Versus him popping up like a boss and carrying on. Okay, I'm gonna call it there though. I appreciate y'all hanging out, Lux. I genuinely appreciate you being here and joining the community. Cell, you already know. Um, I would switch to and like start gaming on like my Xbox, but to nerd talk for a second, tech talk. The computer that I'm using does not have a port that supports USB 3.0. And my capture card needs, or I guess I shouldn't say needs because it works without it. It's just really framey. So I got to figure out something else to do. But I appreciate everyone being here. Clipper, Books for stopping by, Jay Reed, Valweezy. We hit our follower goal. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. At least we're back. We can do. It's good to know that we're going to be able to do the news streams again. All right, I'm out. If Lux, I think you've already joined the Discord, haven't you? Um. Okay, sweet. All right.